Hi, welcome along to Outdoor Gear Chat. This is episode 17. So today we're going to be talking about the Ambleside Trail 25 and 50. As always, I'm joined by Cathy. Hi.
Hi, Wayne. How you doing?
I'm all right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Not suffering?
Yeah. No, not at all. No, I was going to go with this is after I've had COVID and I'm not feeling rough, but I am feeling pretty rough still. Anyway, moving rapidly on. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the kit list for the Ambleside Trail 25 and 50k, which is a fantastic trail run based out of Brathay Park in Ambleside, so centralised right in the village. And this is a new multi-route this year because it began its life in 2019 as the Ambleside Trail 60. Which was a bit of another one of my 2 o'clock in the morning ideas when we were celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Climbers Shop in Ambleside. I was thinking, how can we engage our customers? I know, we'll arrange a trail race for our running customers alongside a climbing challenge and a walking challenge for our climbing and walking customers. So I came up with the idea and then rapidly discovered I had no clue how to go about organising a major trail event. And just by happen chance, I made contact with Scott Umpleby from the Brathay Trust, which is a local charity, and they excel at producing and delivering amazing events. Scott and his team are fantastic at creating a whole range of events, their Windermere Marathon probably being one of the biggest and well known. So from that, the Ambleside Trail race was born, and Scott is actually here to join with us today to help explain about the role of the Brathay Trust. So welcome, Scott.
Hi, Cathy, thank you. Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Scott. All right. Great. Yeah,
yes,
great to have you here. Great.
Yeah.
And we work closely on all sorts, including as Cathy's just said, the Windermere Marathon and the Langdale Road races, don't we? So we spend many an hour alongside each other, freezing and soaked to the skin.
Yes, usually freezing.
Yeah. I just mince along and talk into a microphone normally. You've done all the graphs by then. So yeah, tell us more about Brathay and your involvement in these events, then, if you don't mind, mate.
Yeah. So first of all, the charity Brathay Trust. We've been around this year's our 75th anniversary, so around for quite a while. Our focus is supporting disadvantaged children and young people, mainly from communities across the northwest, across the north of England, into West Yorkshire, certainly Cumbria, where our residential centre is based. So we're based at Brathay Hall, just outside Ambleside on the shores of Windermere. That's where we work with young people, I guess in the outdoors, doing a whole range of outdoor activities, really focused on building self-esteem, giving young people the confidence, and ultimately improving their well-being and their skills to go forwards and be successful independent adults, kind of at the end of the day. Now, a lot of our work also takes place in communities. So we have a number of community centres where we're really kind of centred and work with partners, as well as working with those young people close to their home base. And that's in towns like, in terms of Cumbria, in Barrow-in-Furness. So we're working with many, many young people in Barrow-in-Furness in their community and bringing them to Brathay Hall for outdoor residentials. And we also have a sizable community operation in Bradford, so a youth and community centre right in the centre of the city in Bradford, working with young people across West Yorkshire. So a range of projects delivering targeted work with learning outcomes for young people who are facing a whole range of challenges. So it might be young people leaving care, young people at a key transition in their life, and young people who, for whatever reason, are really suffering just to make that forward progress with their lives. Now, as I've mentioned, a key part of our work are these outdoor residentials delivered in the Lake District. Unfortunately, very close to Ambleside, where Cathy and the team are based, the Climbers Shop. So we were delighted back in 2019 when Cathy approached and said, will we work in partnership to deliver the Ambleside Trail 60, as it was then, in celebration of the Climbers Shop's 60th anniversary.
Yeah, and it was a great event. And of course, that's where I met you, Wayne, because Scott was busy getting all of the logistics sorted, and I was standing next to you freezing in the rain.
Exactly, yeah, and you just end up chuntering away to each other in the park at Brathay. Yeah, amazing how that works out. And I guess from me as well, just adding to what Scott has just said, I started off as a customer, really broadly when I was working for Siemens, when I was working for the huge engineering manufacturing company. I was bringing my apprentices and graduates up to Brathay to have some well, it was an induction program actually that we were looking at doing. So yeah, if you're listening in on that and you're in the corporate world, I'd absolutely recommend getting in touch with Brathay. The facilities are incredible on the shores of Lake Windermere. So and I guess that I say that moving into your role, Scott, is the events are a huge fundraiser for the charity to enable you to do the work that you do, don't they?
Yeah. So my role at Brathay, I'm the fundraising manager, but that includes being race director of a series of what I think now is 8 or 9 running events, including the Ambleside Trail events. And as Cathy mentioned, the Windermere Marathon, which is kind of where it all started for us in 2007. That was our first try at using challenge events and running to raise funds for the charity. And it's built from then, over the following 15 or 16 years, all of our events together in terms of the entry fees that runners pay, but then also more significantly the sponsorship and funds that they raise, all makes a really significant contribution to our work with young people, and allows us, I guess, each year to reach more and more young people with these programs that we deliver.
Indeed, and it's great to see from me as working on those events alongside you is seeing the amount of people who return, or the amount of people who get sucked in from the Windermere Marathon or the Langdale Christmas Pudding Race. Even they do the 10K, and suddenly a matter of years later they're doing the 10 in 10. They're doing 10 laps of the marathon course. And all those people supporting the various events that you do, as well as including the trail events.
And what's great for us now, and the people who do our events, as you say, we've got a real loyal following now built up over many years, and we're now able to offer everything from a 5K race, which is held in May with the Windermere Marathon, all the way through 10K, half marathon, got 2 marathons. And now, significantly this year, we'll obviously have the Ambleside 25K and the Ambleside 50K. So it's great to be able to offer that range of events for kind of all abilities, really.
So yeah, tell us more about the 25 and the 50 then. So it's got a fair chunk of ascent, and it's the route's just stunning as well, isn't it? It's amazing.
We started with the route that we delivered twice for the Ambleside 60. And actually just made adjustments based on what we felt, having delivered the event twice, and also, more importantly, feedback from our participants, from the runners. And essentially both routes focus on stunning trails, working kind of south and west from Ambleside, moving down towards Tarnhouse, Gratdale Forest, touching on the Coniston Fells, up and round Wetherland, Tilberthwaite, Little Langdale, coming back into Great Langdale and over to Grasmere and Rydal. So just to give you a picture, it's those valley trails, really good footpaths and tracks that are going through stunning woodland, past a number of tarns, great views of some of the lakes, and fingers crossed, if we get good weather, it'll be an absolutely stunning run. I mean, I personally, and I know Cathy has as well, have run large sections of the course, just kind of having a look at doing assessments, trialing bits of the course, and on a nice day the views are absolutely stunning. You get a great sense of that kind of South Lakes scenery, and all the hills and everything that's around.
Well, you are absolutely getting everything, aren't you? There's an amazing mix of woodland, like you said, the lakes, the tarns, the mountains as well, and that the whole. There's a few points where the vista just opens up on a good day, but it's just everything's there for you on it, isn't it? So, but yeah, just absolutely fantastic view. What led to the change from the dropping it down from 60 to 50, if you don't mind me asking?
It was, go on.
Yeah, well, I was just we sort of, the reason it started as a 60 was literally because I plucked the number 60 out the air because it was our 60th anniversary and it was 60 quid to enter. So it was pure marketing that it was 60k, and the staff came up with a route to cover that. But actually, with the first year was a fantastic success. We had over 170 people start. Did we have anybody not finish? Maybe we I think everybody got over the finish line. I think
they did actually.
Because it was amazing. I mean, the weather was just incredible. It was like the running gods were smiling on us that day. And I think it's also really important to say that Brathay were absolutely fantastic in delivering one of the very few trail races in 2020 as well, in September 2020. Watching the hoops you and your team went through, Scott, to deliver that event was incredible to see. And I was on the finish line, and literally every single person that came across that finish line, the first thing they said was like, thank you so much for putting this on. There was a huge amount of work in putting it on, but it was so gratefully received, and it was truly super event in a very, very tough year for everybody.
And we were lucky, I guess, that the event day just fell between those lockdowns.
Yeah, it did.
We felt like we were taking a little bit of a chance putting all the work into it.
Yeah.
The gods were looking down on us. We were lucky.
Yeah, it definitely paid off.
Yeah, with all the precautions when we could hold the events.
So we had little bit of a regroup last year, didn't we? We decided to take the year off last year. The start to 2021 obviously was lockdown, and we're all just still finding our way. And as a result of that kind of just time off, we just talked a lot about how to make the event, well, essentially more commercial, really, because the whole point of this is to raise funds for Brathay to help people and improve their life chances. And so if somebody can have a trot around some glorious fells, getting fit and feeling good about themselves, and their money goes towards helping improve the life chances of a young person, or the mental health of a young person, it's a complete win on every levels. So we felt moving forward for this year, having a smaller 25k for people who are just getting into trail running to have a go at, and then alongside with a good solid 50k for all those hardened trail runners out there like myself. Laughing at I think it just offers something for everybody. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to try and offer something for as many people as possible while raising as many funds as we can for Brathay.
And I guess having that focus on independent businesses or the community as within that as well. So I guess it's an important thing for you to have local businesses involved in supporting it. And is it right that Hawkshead are one of the sponsored, Hawkshead Brewery?
Yes.
And that I remember. Go on, Scott.
Every finisher, as in the previous 2 years we held the 60, will receive a specially designed bottle branded for their events, bottle of Hawkshead beer on the finish line.
And was it right? I think I've got one. There was a bottle opener on the first one. So was that right? And that went down an absolute storm. It was like, not only were people given a bottle, but there was a bottle opener as well. It was like, oh, brilliant! I've finished the race and I've got beer. It was brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. So in place of that medal, it was a bottle opener.
That was it. Of course it was. Yeah. And were the checkpoints previously run by local businesses as well? Was that right? So there's local.
Yeah. In the first year, we wanted to make sure that the event had as positive impact as possible on Ambleside. So there were no kind of stalls or food stalls on the field. People could get everything they needed in town and support the small businesses in town. And then each checkpoint was run by a local catering company or a delicatessen company. Honestly, I mean, how many races do you get an English breakfast served at the first checkpoint, which is like little Haribo eggs, chopped up little pieces of Cumberland sausages. It was absolute genius. And I'm really pleased to say the Salutation Hotel are keen to do another checkpoint again this year. We had, I did overhear one runner talking to another runner saying, "Did you try that frittata at checkpoint 2? It was amazing." And I was just thinking, where in the world would you hear that? It's a showcase for local Cumbrian companies to show off their wares as well. So there's fantastic food, and then also just a little bit of extra impact hopefully this year. The lovely folks at Ambleside Primary School are going to have bacon butties and tea and coffee for sale in their school car park. So as you're going into the event, you can help just the kids at the local village school as well by purchasing a bacon butty, which is just what you need. Fill your tummy up before you go and jog around their fells.
Well, an interesting one though. I know we've got a podcast yet to come on the Lakeland 100 and the Lakeland 50 as well. But one of my friends, I'm not going to name him. Well, it'll give it away though. Actually, walked out of the pre-race briefing and went and got some chips in Coniston, and then went on to win the Lakeland 100 that year. Anyway, that's digressing. But I'm like, what are you doing? He just said I was bored and hungry. So all right, anyway. Moving. Yeah. So sorry for distracting the conversation there, but yeah. So you can have a bacon butty and win a race is probably the theme there. So
the moral.
On some of the the moral of the story. On some of the detail then. So are entries open already?
Yes, yeah. Entries are open right now at brathaychallenges.com. And then it's very easy to find Ambleside Trail 50 or Ambleside Trail 25. Yeah.
And then for newbies, what are they going to need to have for the event? What are they going to need to prepare for it by way of kit and stuff like that?
Well, on the website where you can sign up, there's loads of great information about the course as well. There's a free GPX download, so you can download that and you can go and recce the course if you want to. There's also a really simple, easy to follow kit list as well, and that's also got some tips, and it's got some links to key items. So if you're not sure what first aid kit to pack, if you're not sure what kind of whistle you need, or so obviously very topical in a lot of events, what sort of cup will pass kit check, then that's all there as well. So there's basically links straight to our shop where you can buy those products that you need. You won't find links to any clothing items because that's really personal. You need to buy something that's probably versatile as well. You can use in other events. And there's so much choice. What works for one person doesn't work for another person. You know, you've got to get the right fit, and it's got to be comfortable for you to run in. So we recommend for the clothing, come into the shop and come and have a chat with us.
And I guess Cathy and I, our favourite kit for events is well documented so far. But Scott, what sort of stuff would you take on an event like this? What's your favourite kit that you carry? I know you're a more hardy fell runner than us two, I think. But,
definitely.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if I was to say my most favourite kit, I'd have to say my shoes, to be honest. You know, I think that's the thing that really makes the difference. And again, I'm talking on the fells where it's maybe a little bit steeper, so that the right shoes that fit you and that you can, move well in over the terrain. But then I think there's this debate always with this kind of event is how light do you go? Do you put down on weight so much that actually the kit you've got might not really be up to the job, or is there that middle ground where it's the Lake District, the weather can be wet, as we know, it can get cold, windy. What you really don't want to be doing is starting to get cold and losing energy over an event of this duration. So depending on your pace and how quick you're moving, I'd always say you want enough to be able to put a thin, long sleeve layer on under a decent kind of showerproof, windproof, albeit lightweight jacket that'll fit nicely in a bum bag or something like that. And it's going to be September, Trail 50, Trail 25. In September, I mean, I would look at the weather, but normally in September going out on this terrain, I probably would start I'd be carrying a lightweight pair of gloves and a light hat in most cases. Because again, when you're getting tired, you might be getting late in the day, the temperature drops, it could get wet and windy. It can do a lot to save your energy if you just put a little bit extra on, keep a bit warm. And it's remarkable how at that point you can find yourself suddenly passing people who maybe aren't dressed for the weather, who maybe have got lightweights.
And I think that important message that we've sort of tried to repeat through these podcasts is don't underestimate that, and don't pack too light and suffer for it, because the weather can soon change, and you can soon end up paying the price by it, can't you? So is it something? I was I'm trying to have a look on the website while you were talking then, sorry Scott, but is it something, I remember we had most people carrying the sort of race vest style stuff, isn't it, rather than sort of a fell running bum bag, if you will. And that having a bit of your own comfort food and drink with you on as you're carrying as you're going round.
Certainly a race vest gives you more options for carrying more or sharing the load with food and gels, bars that are really easy to get to, that kind of thing, which over this distance, even the 25, but certainly the 50, you're going to want to be eating in between our fantastic food stops that we've mentioned already.
That's it, in between the all-you-can-eat buffet, you just have a bit more to eat.
Between frittata breaks, you might want that else.
I love that, between frittata breaks, brilliant.
Montaigne have a fantastic range of packs. Their Trailblazer pack range that they're just bringing out for this year, and I'm really looking forward to trying some of these actually, because they're all designed for sort of fast and light. So if we have got folks that are actually just wanting to fast walk, or they're wanting to carry just that little bit more, they do everything from a 3-litre waist belt to 8 to 16 to 18 litre vests, right through to sort of 20 to 44 litre packs. Now, I'm not suggesting you probably want to carry a 44 litre pack, but perhaps somebody's training for something bigger, and they want to carry extra weight, or they're just wanting to try something out. So they're like kind of rucksacks, but with a running vest harness. So they're super low weight, they're very, very stable, and of course they give you really quick access to kit, and they've got external bungees so you can squish them down, or if you get a small one you can add extra storage on the outside so you can just access that kit really quickly while you're out if the weather changes. The other thing actually they've just brought out as well is something called a Lightspeed Trail pull-on. Oh my word, it is so light, it is just incredible, and it goes down, packs into itself, it basically just sit in your pack. You won't even know it's there, but if you need to keep the wind out, just to keep that chill off, you can just whip it out, chuck it on. The really cool thing about this is it's 100% recycled Pertex Quantum, so it's a great environmental story as well.
And what is that? Sorry, you say it's a pullover, but is it what sort of kit is it? Is it like a
it's a windproof layer?
Oh,
yeah, right. No, it's a windproof. Yeah, so Lightspeed Trail pull-on. It's just literally a pull-on windproof. It's just a men's one at the moment. I've been using the Montaigne Featherlight jacket for the women's because I prefer actually a full zip. That's been, I love it. It's great. Tons and tons of venting. Super light. Don't know you got it on.
With a name like that, obviously, it's going to make you run faster as well.
Of course.
I love that. Montaigne Lightspeed. Yeah, it's going to make me run at the speed of light as well. Brilliant.
Yeah, the packs help you lift you off your shoes so you go faster.
Awesome. Oh, sorry, I've got distracted with that now. I've got.
You've gone down.
I've got lost in the world of the Montaigne website now. I was looking at the tech spec and the colours and light speed, and now it's distracted.
He's gone. We've lost him.
Oh. Here we are. I'm back in the room again. Back in the room. So no, I'm not.
Oh no, he's gone. He's gone back to his kit. Well, while you're looking at kit, Wayne, I'll just let everybody know that the Ambleside Trail 25 and 50k is on the 11th of September. So there's plenty of time to get trained up and sign up. Choose your distance that you want to run. We have fantastic marshals on this event as well. So at any sort of major road crossing, any of the gates, I know Scott and his team have been out already working out exactly what they need, who they need, where and when. And we've also got a range of prizes as well that are prizes. And what we like to do with this event is have a number of spot prizes. So it's not just about the people who win on the podium. You could place anywhere and you might get a little bag of loveliness. Very inclusive, our events. That's what we try to create.
Yeah. Indeed.
And actually, it's worth saying, even our volunteers, so all of the volunteer marshals, and there'll be many on this course, Cathy and her team do a great job of making sure that all the volunteers get rewarded with a gift from one of our sponsors, the team as well.
And that is fantastic. I'm not going to mention the brand, but it's still every now and then people come up to me and say, "Oh, did you get that hat because of Trail 60?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did actually." "Yeah, oh, you spot people, don't you?" He's like, "Oh, did you get that from that?" Yeah, I did. Yeah. Mine's looking a bit bedraggled now. So, and for newbies to the event as well, I know there's two places where people can get information and advice, in particular on training. One is the Joe Brown Academy, of course, in the Cathy, where there's information on, running guide information on there.
There is. There's also actually the Facebook page for the Ambleside Trail 25 and 50, and there's loads of sort of fun chat and tips and all the latest news. There's little pictures of one of our flaggers who went out on a bit of a run in the winter. We just give a little nod to James Gibson again. He's going to be flagging the route for you. So if you're a little bit nervous about navigation, don't worry, the whole route will be perfectly flagged.
Yeah,
I've just set the bar now for James, haven't I? He's going to be really worried.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, if you want to come and have a look and a chat about the course, check where it goes. There's a large OS map now in the climbing shop in Ambleside. I know a lot of the team there have run bits of the course or all of the course, and we really have to talk you through various bits of the course and where it goes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and especially the kit. They'll love talking to you about kit.
Yeah, well,
we all do.
Yeah, and is
we do actually have a competition that we'll be running, and sponsored by Montaigne. They have a Trailblazer LT 28 pack to give away, which is just a beautiful piece of kit. It's got a customizable body hugging design. There's a roll top, minimal seams. It's unique because it is waterproof, this pack as well. And it weighs a featherlight 385 grams. So if you want to get entered and to be in a chance to win this pack, all you need to do is go to our www.climbers-shop.com webpage, and all the details will be on the homepage.
Brilliant. Yeah, and that's another fantastic prize from Montaigne there, isn't it? Brilliant. So yeah, like I said, in closing, then people can enter by visiting the Brathay events page, Brathay challenges page. That's entries are open now. The date is the 11th of September. The event's going to be running on. It's brathaychallenges.com. Is that right? Sorry, Scott.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there's the 25 and 50 available on that. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you in. It'll be a beautiful day because it's September. It's always beautiful in the lakes in September.
It's going to be stunning. Sunshine, liquid or otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Liquid sunshine. You're stealing my lines there, Cathy. Don't give them all away.
That makes a change.
Yeah. And we'll look forward to seeing you there then.
Fantastic. There's actually one last thing to say, and that is of a number of local companies offer coaching and training advice. Work with the brilliant Paul Tierney and Sarah McCormack at Missing Link Coaching. And then, of course, we have our very own Wayne and his www.runningconcierge.co.uk.
That's the
website.
one, Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you want to pay a visit to the lakes, I can make all your arrangements to get you up here, and we'll get you out on the trails.
Yeah, have a cracking time, get trained up, get entered, and we very much look forward to seeing you on the 11th of September.